we start with that game, Arkansas and Oklahoma State, Pokes are favored in this game, and Mike Gundy has said he thinks Arkansas can make some noise in the SEC.
I think Arkansas's got a shot here, and I think a lot of it has to do with what we've seen with it's one game. But I don't care. Again, it's one of those games you don't care who they played. They had 10 possessions. They had 10 touchdowns. That's good against air. And it's Taylor Green, 6'6", athletic, dual-threat quarterback from Boise State, along with Bobby Petrino, I think given them some difficulty in teams defending them. Oklahoma State's physical. I think that has the makings of a really, really good game.
I know Sam Pittman wants to have a physical team, and I know Bobby Petrino will add, an ability to make a lot of multiple type formations and plays that are difficult to defend. But Oklahoma State, to me, with Ollie Gordon, the experience they have on the offensive line, they have more starters back than probably anybody in college football, and they're older. They're an older team. So that maturity, I think, is going to be something that's very beneficial to them, not only in this game, but for the entire season.
And Bowman, like we said, 7th year at quarterback.
One of the most experienced teams in the country.
He better be a doctor. Special teams is going to be great for Iowa. Right. But look out, 40 points were scored last week for the Iowa Hawkeyes, which is bananas. Cade McNamara, who transferred from here to Iowa, might have been a little tampering beforehand. Kirk Ferentz missed the first game nonetheless. He won 13 of 14 in the second half, 3 touchdowns in the second half with Tim Lester's offense. Did they find it, or did they get soft at the end? We'll figure it out. But Iowa looks different this year. They look like the real deal.
It's going to be a good test, though, because the Cyclones' defense, they returned 9 starters from a year ago. A year ago, they were number 2 in the conference in total defense, only giving up 363 yards a game. And Bo Freeler, number 17, defensive back, roams around there, led the team in tackles a year ago with 107 tackles. I think this is going to be a great, low-scoring game, but we'll see a lot. We'll learn a lot about the Hawkeyes offense after this game.
I think so.
I like what you said in the meeting yesterday about spread versus what do you call it?
Yeah, about the Hawkeyes offense?
Wad. And if Iowa does quality control, and when they played what I call wad ball, which means they're kind of run the ball in that old-fashioned offense that they had, versus when they spread people out last week, whether they're an empty, 4 wides, 3 open, whatever it was. They made a lot of explosive plays, and that's why they scored more points.
Right.
So I think if they continue to do this, Phil Parker's defense is always going to be really fundamentally sound. They're going to play good technical football. So that'll give Iowa the chance to take the next step, as a team. And they've been successful as a program without offense. So if they put some offense together.
Just a punter in defense.
That's crazy.
It could be dangerous.
Speaking of dangerous, thinking about the over in a total in an Iowa game. Yeah. Iowa State looks like they're down a couple guys on offense, but to Coach's point on the other side, I think Iowa State has to throw the ball in order to move. Rocco Beck's been really good. Yeah. He's got some weapons, but that sort of plays into Iowa's hands when they love making teams one-dimensional. So, again, it's about Iowa's defense in that environment. Should be a good one, but I expect some points in that game.
You know what? If it's close, you can't go with the Cyclones. They were 1-6 in games decided by 4 points or fewer last year. You date back a few years. They've lost 13 of their last 16 one-score games.
How much